Hey everybody, Ron from Ron Cichlids. Hope you guys had a great Father's Day weekend. Hunter and I were up here at the Fish House in South Carolina. As you guys know, we're building a new facility, and I've been giving you guys little tidbits of work in progress. It's been a lot of work. I'm sore, Hunter's sore, we are wore out. We literally go home like tomorrow morning. We pack orders for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we come back on Friday, 500 miles, start building, more. We've made a lot of progress since the last video. So Hunter's behind the camera today. We're gonna do probably a pretty lengthy walkthrough. I'm gonna explain everything to you guys and show you where we're at so far. We are nowhere near done, but I wanted to give you guys an update on where we are. So come on, follow me. So since the last time we talked, we now have water and air coming into the vats. So everything's on a dripper system. Water comes in. Right now we're doing 50% new water per day. Air's coming in through a big blower. When we want to take them out, we just take them out like this. Oh, I pulled one off. We just stick them up here, so when customers come, they can see fish and everything in there. There's 8 275s on this side. There's going to be 8 75s. Shout out to Joe at glasscages.com. Guys, if you're looking for a fish tank, reach out to Joe. These are 75-gallon tanks. Hunter and I, they're heavy. Half-inch glass, way thicker than anything else out there today. Glass on the corners and the seams on the bottom and double siliconed. Listen, this tank is not gonna fail. We went with black on almost everything, so we have black on black. We painted the back and the bottom gloss black. So once we're all done with the lighting, it's probably gonna be relatively low lighting, but as any of you guys know, black, the fish just pop. So you're gonna walk in and you're not even gonna see pipes and stuff. Your brain is just gonna focus in on the fish. Next trip up, we're gonna go ahead and install the drippers and get these going. This was very ingenuitive, the way we did the air and water support. So there's 2x4 structures under here that hold the tanks, and they're rock solid. Everything is rock solid, won't move. We've got these what we call goal posts. The goal posts go up. There's a piece of unistrut that goes all the way across and is stitched together all the way to the end. That will support the air and the water without us having to run any type of tethers or support system to the upper beams up there. I'll show you where the water comes in at, but the air comes in from the top. Very clean, just one pipe. So unistrut is in the electrical department. Comes in 10-foot lengths, and then we stitched them together. So all the way across, it is solid. You got an air on the bottom and water on the top. Like I said, it's going to look just like this. And this water, guys, is so clear. I mean, this well water, 8.0 pH. Oh, I love this. Got our banner up. Our drain system for all of these is a 3-inch pipe. It's going to come along the floor all the way to the back. Everything is tied together and then goes out the building. And then we'll show you a little bit later where the water goes temporarily. AC is, oh my God, working great. We made a change to the setup, and I think this was Hunter's idea. And for any of you guys that don't know Hunter, hold on a second, I'm gonna take the camera. Hey, this is Hunter. My pride and joy. He is my business partner, my best friend. Just turned 18 in May, and the kid's a genius with this stuff. If somebody's asking for a fish, he's the person I ask. If we need a female or stripping fish or any of that, he's the guy. He is the heart and soul of this business. Any of you guys that have met him already know who he is. That's my son, Hunter. I love you, buddy. Thank you for all your help. All right, so Hunter's idea, instead of the water going up, was the water coming down. So yes, we did change the manifold. So the water comes in from the well, goes in through an 80 micron filter, which we can flush to keep the sediment and stuff out. And then we made our own manifold. Right now, we just got a little bit of water coming in here. We've got a 1 horse on the well, 19 gallons per minute. So we've only got it cracked right now. So the water, instead of going all up there and getting on a ladder and all that crap, the water comes down, goes across the floor for this set of tanks, comes across and then comes up. Comes up, tees. This valve is for the upper. And as you can see here, this side doesn't have 75s yet. It takes a lot of work to paint these things. So next trip up, 75s will be up here as well. Something we've worked on all weekend is this, guys. This is beautiful. I don't have another way of saying it, but this is flat out beautiful. 40-gallon low boys from Joe at Glass Cages. 2x4 stands, seriously reinforced. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Hunter. This was a lot of work. Hunter painted everything you see that has black paint on it. That's Hunter. Hunter's been painting. We went with black on black on black, and then we put a black weed guard back here because, as you can see, we've got spray foam. We didn't want to see that. So what you're going to see when you look in this tank is the fish. You're not even going to know there's a fish tank there. Between the black and everything else, the fish are going to pop. These are all 40 gallons. These are all drilled. And just like the vats, there's an overflow. And all the overflows are all connected in the back. And they go down into a 3-inch drain. We've got a 12-foot stand that holds 8 40-gallon tanks. It's going to hold 10 20 gallons. These are the Aqueon Petco, Pet Supply Plus type tanks. We're going to drill these ourselves. This is going to be primarily for all the fry. So there's going to be at least 30 of these for now. And that will probably be doubled when we go to the other side of the building. We'll probably end up with about 60 of these when it's all said and done. We're going to drill them in the back and put the same type of fittings on. Let me show you the drains, because people are going to want to know. We went with a 1-inch bulkhead and a 90-degree threaded to slip. So they come, here's the bulkhead. They go to a 1-inch to 3/4 inch threaded to threaded, and then it goes to 3/4 to 1/2 inch funny pipe, and the funny pipe goes down into this drain, and then that, of course, carries out the building. The funny pipe is real easy to work with. You can pick it up, move it around, whatever. These are in your sprinkler department, and this is a plumbing bulkheads and stuff you got to order online, basically. We've got the air all set up here. We have to do air and water next trip. More 20 gallons next trip. Lighting. We got 4-foot shop lights, 5,000 lumen LEDs. That's got to be mounted next trip. These are the overflows for the 20 gallons. The 20 gallons will be drilled with a bulkhead, and they'll drain into these, which go down. And all the drains are all connected. No fish tank. Nothing in this facility is connected like a pet store. I don't want any chance that if tank number 1 gets a sickness, that tank number 2 gets it. So This water is completely isolated and goes straight down the drain and leaves the building, does not come in contact with any other water. We've got fish up here already, just a few. They probably won't come up, but no, they don't want to come up. It's bedtime. We've got some Mabuna in here, some Manganos. They're doing really well. Still waiting for the water to warm up a little more. Our trusty inkbird. So as you can see, we really only have a quarter, not even a quarter of it done. But there's been a lot of progress. All 75s up here, more 20s. This side will be an exact duplicate of that side. There'll be 1675. These guys are empty right now. Within the next few weeks, they'll be just set up just like the setup over here, and these guys will be filled up. We'll come back and look at the air. This was Hunter's brainchild. Turned out nice. As you guys already know, I got a 1.5 horsepower Sweetwater blower. It's in the back. It's pumping out way more air than we need, so we're bleeding a lot of it off right now. So this comes from the blower right now, and then when we get the second blower, that'll come in here. We're bleeding it off, a lot of it off right now. If you have too much back pressure on a big blower like that, it gets really, really hot. So the air comes up, goes up, unistrut to pipe clamps, just very professional, very clean. For you guys that know me, I don't just want functional, I want it to look professional. I take great pride in everything I do. And some people think of that as arrogance. It's not. I am a very proud person. I want to do things 110%, and it's just who I am. That's who Hunter is. That's who my dad is. If we can't give 100%, we don't waste our time. So for the few of you out there that think that's arrogant, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. It's pride. Let's take a walk on the back of the building, and I'll show you where the water is going for now. We're going to have a pond. So for right now, yeah, I need to mow the grass. So for right now, this is where the water is coming out of the building. We're going to end up having a, there, you're walking in the water. It's coming out here right now. It's just going in the yard, and the grass is enjoying it. We're going to end up with a settling tank right here, a tote, where all the water settles in there, so poo or fish or anything that make it into the drain will go into a settling tank, so we can either remove the poop or catch the fish. We're also going to put pumps in there, and those pumps are going to feed like Pop's garden and then my garden that's in the back. So for right now, the water's going here. It will get piped to that back corner, and there'll be a pond right there, and between the gardens, the yard, and the pond, that's where all the fish water is going. Blower's a little noisy right now because, like I said, we're venting it off. This is the enclosure, that end. Right now, that's the noise you hear is we're venting it off. Not much air. We just got too much air. So once all the tanks are set up, we won't have that noise anymore. Really no vibration, you can't hear it running. That's about it. That's the AC, that's the well. that's me. Thank you guys. Glad we were able to give you a in-depth progress report. Hunter and I have probably put 9 or 10 days into this in the last 2 weeks. Like I said, we're burning the candle at both ends, and I don't know if I'm ever going to do this again. I love doing this. I love fish. I love building this out with my son, but it is a ton of work. For anybody who thinks it's just, oh, we'll just throw some PVC together and we can grow fish, let me tell you, I'm bending over because I'm in pain. It hurts. It's a lot of work. And when I mean a lot of work, I love it. Don't get me wrong, but oh my God. What is that, maybe every couple hours we got to take a 10-minute break because we're mentally done. Listen, there's no blueprints for this. There's no help for this. There's no book for this. There's no book at the library that says Fish House for Dummies. There's none of that. So what do we got to do? We got to learn. We got to build something and then we go, oh, I don't like that. We got to rebuild it. Hey, I broke 2 fish tanks in the last 2 days. Shame on me. I learned something from that, but yeah, it probably cost me $300 and something for my mistakes. I'd rather it happen now and I can get this correct. I am adamant about perfection. And I don't want you just to walk in and see fish. I want you to see the pride and the workmanship that it took to build that house, the fish house. And most of you can appreciate that. For all of you that I've reached out to for plumbing help or temperature help or little things like that, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't know everything, but a lot of you have skill sets that I've been relying on to not make mistakes. I've made a few mistakes while I'm doing this. Yeah, it costs some money, but I'd rather it happen now than a year from now when everything's set up and I've got fish in there and I have losses. I don't want to deal with that. So it's happened now. Got it all done. This is my South Carolina place. Hopefully in the next few months, this is going to be my permanent residence. Driving back and forth is getting to be, wow, it's tough. 500 miles each way, separated from my family, and I spent Father's Day up here with my son and my dad, 3 generations. We were all working on the fish house. So thank you guys again. You guys know me, I ramble on. Thank you for the support. And if you guys got any questions or anything, let me know. Later.
Bye guys.